Oh my god, it's toastier than I thought. That was sweat. Sweat. You know, anytime I'm anywhere that seems like the jungle, I just think of the Lion King. That was Tarzan. Ah, that's Tarzan. There we go. There we go. There we go. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the underlying truth behind divine unionship and how everyone is putting this label upon a person about twin flame this, twin flame that. My twin flame did this, my twin flame did that. Potentially, there is a such thing as having a spiritual connection with someone, but here's the thing. A label is just a word. You gotta understand to stop chasing love. And here's the truth behind real divine unionship. Go get that vitamin D, bruh. Go get that dang vitamin D. That's the only excuse for you to get the D. I've been that's man, I'm a dork. Yes, Brittany said it. I said it. But other than that, you beautiful beings, welcome back on another episode of Embracing the Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. If you're new to this channel, welcome. So glad to have you here. On this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love, and I do guided readings for each zodiac sign. And I talk about things that need to be talked about that aren't talked about because it's our divine right to know beyond what we have been told. So other than that, you beautiful beings, let's get right into this because I'm not wasting anyone's time. But if you enjoy spending your time with me here today, and if you want to support me, or if you want to be in this energy, and you want to vibe out with everyone, you could do so by hitting that like button, subscribing to this channel, and hitting that notification button. I see a mosquito. I'm watching you, my dude. I'm watching you, bro. You better stay where you at and enjoy this video that you're watching. Other than that, this is going to be a very deep video that is going to strike you, that is going to bring a ton of clarity. I guarantee this. I guarantee you. So stay tuned to the very end because this is going to give you the ability to finally be able to detach and stop putting people on a pedestal and start being the one for you. So you can attract the one, but also realizing that you're not half whole, you're fully whole. But let's get right into it. So, beautiful beings, we have been so conditioned to believe that love resides in another person. We have seen it in Hollywood videos, we have seen it in entertainment, we have seen it in a whole mess of bullshit, taught that, oh my god, he's supposed to run after me, oh I'm supposed to chase after him, oh my god, this is the way love is. You know, we're so over dramatic about it to the point that we rush into it and we're trying to conceive something of it very quickly when the two people haven't fully connected yet or build harmony around it in order to actually create love, because people think love is supposed to be attained and possessed and restrained. That's not what love really is. Love is unconditional. Let's be real, you guys. You know, I'm going to share you guys with my attitude towards love for a very long time. I was very controlling majority of my relationships. If you guys don't know, I am a feminine, but I embody the masculine energy a lot more. So, you know, I grew up with seeing my father being abusive towards women. And so as I got older, I was never abusive. I never put my hands on a woman, but I've been very controlling verbally and emotionally and mentally, to the point that they either will run away or it won't work out because I'm dissatisfied or bored. And it was because I didn't understand what love really is. Now, we all don't know what love really is, so we try to base love off of what Hollywood has taught us. Now, let's get even deeper. In the spiritual community, there's a thing called the twin flame. Oh, the twin flame. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not shunning anyone who talks about the twin flame dynamic. I do believe there is a strong, intense connection that you do have with another person that is your opposite, that does equal out the reflection of who you are within. I highly, highly believe that. But here is the thing. We need to stop putting people on a pedestal, regardless of that label and regardless of the intense connection that you have on a spiritual realm. And this is where we could get so tripped up and believing that we have to stay in abusive relationships. We have to stay in relationships we're not appreciated. We have to stay with someone just because of this label. And not just the twin flame label, but love in general. You know, we put such an emphasis on it to the point that we believe we have to put it on the pedestal, and we have to think that we have to validate ourselves by trying to keep people in our grasp to define that we are worthy of love, when we are love itself. I want you guys to understand that there is no such thing as another half. We are whole and complete. The whole system and the whole history that we have been fed about humanity and love itself is so distorted. I please let you know that. I want you to know, and I hope that you understand that everything has been distraught. Everything that we have been conditioned to believe as our beliefs are really distorted, and they don't help us to thrive. If anything, they teach us how to be separated, and they teach us how to separate ourselves from the internal love that has already been embedded within us from our very creator, hence God, universe, divine. But now I want to get into the understandings of why is it that we chase love, and why is it that it does not work out. Now, the reason why we chase love is, of course, we're seeking validation, because we have been conditioned to believe that love resides within another person, when love, honestly, is the very thing that created this world and us. So, now the reason why love doesn't work out in majority of relationships is because we're trying so hard to be in power, to keep something in our lives, in order for us to feel that we are complete in a sense. Because let's think about it. Since we've been conditioned to believe that love is so important and love resides within another person, we've deemed ourselves not valuable enough to society if we don't have a home, if we don't have a job, if we don't have a family, if we don't have a significant other, to the point that even my own father says, "Oh, you're gonna hang out with people?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna spend time with myself." And he's like, "What?" And he think that's weird. And to be honest, I think it's very fucking healthy. Because if you're around too many people, you absorb those energies and you lose sense of self. So the whole point of why relationships don't work out is because, let's be honest, we're trying to make something happen that hasn't even developed yet. And the reason why love is not developed to create harmony in relationships, because there's such a power struggle, is because we're trying to control another person because we don't have control over our own lives. So I want to get in depth in understanding why is it that the masculine is the masculine the way that it is in society, or why the feminines are the way that they are in society. Now, think about this. Back in the golden age, the ages, of, when the dynamic of the woman has to stay home and take care of the family, do the cooking, take care of the kids, and all of that. And it was because they masculines, I want you guys to understand, these are energies. So you could be a man and hold the feminine energy. You could be a woman like me and hold the masculine energy. But please understand, we both have masculine and energies within us. The polarity is within us. Just because a man is a man doesn't make him a masculine. But just understand that he does have masculine qualities, which is hence the logical mind, and has the feminine qualities, hence being vulnerable and emotions. We all have these emotions, you guys. We all have these polarities within us. But the masculine, specifically the males, have been conditioned to submit their power over to a higher power that we call the government, or anything that we have deemed to be authority. Is given his power away to, because we have been fed with that belief that, oh, you could go to work and make this much money, and all you have to do is this and that, and it's very easy. That's all you have to do. And of course, they submitted their power over to that higher power, and that higher power actually created a paradigm for the masculine to not live in their emotions. Hence why they are vulnerable, and hence why they demonize emotions. But here's the thing: when you can't feel life, you don't value it. And that was the whole point of the conditioning the masculine to not value life. Hence, they wouldn't be able to value the feminine itself and the qualities that she holds. And this is where we get into the feminine. Oh, I'm not finished. So, as the masculine, sorry guys, I'm excited to share this with you because I know this is very needed. So as the masculine lives that way, now the life force that's supposed to reside within all of our chakras for us to be in alignment and actually embody true, pure, divine love, Well, that life force stops at the sacral chakra. In the masculines nowadays, the sacral chakra is the sexual organ, hence their penis. So just understand, like I said, you don't have to be actual male to hold this energy. We all have these energies within us. Hence why the female had to stop her qualities of being what she was supposed to do in order to level up to the masculine, because most women decided to start being more in their masculine energy because they thought they had to. Now, as the masculine energy stopped valuing life and stopped feeling it, their emotions stopped at their sacral chakra, which is their genitals, and they think from that state of mind. That's why they can't get into their emotions, because the life force energy has stopped right there. And since they submitted their power over to a higher power that's not in our best interest, now the masculine has to rule something and feel worthy of something, so they try to control the feminine. Now we'll get into the feminine. The feminine herself had to give up her qualities of being intuitive and emotional, and she had to live in her masculine energy in order to level up to feel equal to the masculine. And because of this, the life force stops at the throat chakra of the feminine. Hence why her not be able to express her truth throughout her entire history. The feminine energy has not been able to express her truth because she has been so suppressed. Now the whole point of what I'm sharing with you is to get back to love, and why you need to stop chasing love, because the feminine is starting to rise. The whole reason why this whole planet is shifting collectively is because we need to stop dominating the feminine energy. What that means is that we need to stop allowing the toxic masculine to rule over the feminine, which is of love, which is the feminine who knows how to feel and value life. You get what I'm saying, you guys? So now, the reason why relationships don't work out is because there's a power struggle within ourselves. And when we get into relationships, we have the power struggle with these two dynamics, to the point that we don't know who's taking the lead, or you're too controlling, or someone doesn't have control over this, or someone doesn't know how to even control themselves. So we are creating more trauma in relationships because we're chasing love, because we don't know how to have control over ourselves and feel our own internal love. Now, this is where I want you guys to understand that you need to stop putting love on a pedestal and stop putting a label of a twin flame, or putting so much focus and attention on a particular person thinking that they're your one, when really, when you put so much energy on that person, it's like you're creating a tunnel precisely for that person, and they feel suffocated to the point you can't potentially allow different loves, not just within romance, but within friendships, within family, within just business partners, acquaintances. So, you know, we put all our emphasis that we think love is on another person, when love really is what we already are. And the whole point of this journey of actually understanding love is by realizing that this whole journey is understanding how to come back home to ourselves, remembering that we are the love in everything that we seek, and truly learning how to embody that, and clearing out what is not allowing us to embody that true divine love within that our self has for us, in order for us to fully connect to the Creator that has the divine blueprint for what is divinely meant for us. So I want to share with you guys this page from this book that I'm reading. Oh my God. If you're a starseed, get this book. It's called Bringers of the Dawn, Teachings of the Pleiadians. You guys, powerful book. Powerful book. It teaches us all about the corruption that's all upon this planet, that was planned, and all of a sudden how to get yourselves out of it. But understanding literally the laws and the conditionings that we have been taught, and understanding the truth behind those, rather than what we have been conditioned to believe. So I'm going to share with you this chapter that I was on, called the internal, what was it? It's called Igniting the Internal Flame. Now, let's get into it. So it says, as all of you are on the path of integrating the polarities within yourselves, meaning the masculine and the feminine within you, difficult issues are going to come up over and over again. Welcome the difficult times, for they can be your greatest teacher. Hence, if love doesn't work out, it's teaching you how to come back home to yourself. That's the whole point. So stay focused on your own growth, your own path and your own self, and not what others are doing. Call on your own internal masculine and feminine and set up a dialogue between them so they can begin to work in partnership and harmony. Give yourself a lot of love and encouragement. Make an appointment with yourself and say, I love you, self. You are a wonderful self. You are a number one, the best self, meaning you become the one. You don't look for the one, you be the one. So, when you give yourself the dignity of your own love, as if you were royalty receiving the accolades of the people, everything changes. Strength and integration become yours because you believe in and love who you are. When you believe in and love yourself, everything starts to go your way. The most difficult thing for most of you is making the commitment to believe you deserve love. No one else has to love you. You are not here to go around gathering love from other people to convince yourself that you are worthy of it. You are here to master a very difficult task in a system that is dark and gives very little input, stimulation, or information about the true story. You are here to do the impossible by committing to loving yourself and making this commitment the number one step from which you operate every day, and everything falls into place. You become whole and complete. Then you are ready for a bonded relationship with another who is complete, and that relationship can take you into unexplored realms. Now, as I read that, I want to share this one thing before I let you guys go, is that these polarities of the masculine and feminine, the masculine is all about being a container of protection and creating space for the feminine. The feminine is all about nurturing and expression. So when you can actually have these two energies within you come together, that's how you create a bond with yourself, to the point you can have good discernment on who is meeting those qualities or not. So you don't have to waste your time and stop chasing love and understand your value. And when you could do that and understand what you bring to the table and be those values, then someone can actually reciprocate those values because you attracted the person who is doing the work and who loves themselves the way you love yourself. So other than that, you beautiful beings, that is my whole spiel on the truth behind divine unionship. And I really hope this brought clarity to you guys. I really want you to understand that this whole journey, I used to be codependent. I used to rely on validation. I used to jump into relationship after relationship multitude of times, and I always left myself hanging and abandoned myself. Now I started to learn that it's okay with being by yourself, because when you are with yourself, you learn to love your solitude and understand yourself and develop yourself to create a healthier version of you and healthier boundaries and healthier decisions, to the point that when you fall in love with your solitude, you make decisions based off of self-love rather than loneliness. So you guys, this journey is about loving yourself and coming back home to you and remembering your unique love. That is a blessing that someone could have in their life. So never chase when you are the one that you seek, and you are the one that someone else seeks. But you got to embody that and be that for yourself first. So other than that, you beautiful beings, I really, really hope this brought you clarity. This brought you just some ease. This brought you upliftment and empowerment with yourself to understand that you are on the right path wherever you are. And if you feel like you need to leave a certain dynamic that is not serving your highest good, boo, I'm grateful that this video was able to do that to you. But for you, not to you, for you, boo. But other than that, you beautiful beings, I love you, I adore you all, and please let me know your feedback in the comment section below, because I love connecting with you guys. And please let me know some of my video ideas that you want me to do. But other than that, you beautiful beings, please have a blissful day. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to book your own healing session or reading, all of that information is down in the description box below. But other than that, I'll see you on the next one, you guys. Have a blissful day, and namaste.